Greetings once more to all of you out there. It is yet again time for the Crimson Queen. I hope you are ready as our intrepid heroes return from their journey to the realm beyond, the realm of the dead. It's time to enter into, once more, a different realm. To return to Scarwall. Yes, greetings everyone! It's time for another week of the Crimson Queen. I hope you are ready as we return to Scarwall, we return to adventures, we're gonna dive back in, we're gonna, fight some probably undead. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably most of what's gonna be fought. The place is filled with undead. Not completely, but yeah.
I mean,
they're not
90%.
undead, they're formerly living.
They're the livingly challenged.
They're the
I was about to,
challenged.
yeah.
I'm not
gonna
dead.
life
I'm not
challenged.
undead. I'm life challenged. Yeah, so I hope everybody's having a good week and is ready. So, yes, we missed last time. There was a tingling sensation and weird brain things that happened to poor Zardris that seemed to coincide to getting hold of this nice tuning fork. And strange figures appearing
Not
in the trees.
cursed. Not cursed.
Totally not cursed.
It's not vibrating anymore.
Yeah, it just has a bone shape to it now.
She was attuned to a nightmare.
Thank you. I
You're
accept
welcome.
this. Anyway, traveling to the boneyard, you adventured to basically a area outside of Pharasma's court and spoke with one of her daughters, a demigod. And, seemingly, Ivona has gotten a little bit more closure, and also kind of made a little bit of a deal with with death itself, so to say. And, Khandes was there to give a little bit of moral support, as the nice friend he is. Good old Khandes.
Oh, I know what it's like.
I know what it's like to talk to dead people that make me depressed too. Anyway,
I see dead people.
I mean, you did already a couple of times. Thank you. Right.
Even if they're invisible, I still see them.
I'm gonna throw us back over.
I don't know if
to...
you should look at dead people. Right now in this place, you might go blind.
And I'm gonna move this map over. So, and I'm gonna move these people over to here. So, is there anything you want to do now that you've returned to the barbecue?
Have a barbecue at the barbecue.
I got nothing.
Sleep?
Well, we didn't really use anything, did we?
I mean,
We want to just take a relaxation
An
time?
emotional rest.
I mean, the cleric did use 2 spells.
Those were 2 high-level spell slots, to be fair.
5th level spells.
That's pretty important.
Ah, yes, there we are. It's a large
Oh,
map.
man, my stupid 6th level domain spell is so bad. There's no.
We also
other choices.
technically spent a few hours there, although I'm not sure how time flows in the.
Time doesn't flow,
We didn't
specifically.
spend
Oh
any
right,
time
yeah, I
there,
remember that
right?
now.
You got back at the pretty much the exact same time you left.
Okay, I just
Time-
double checking to make
Time
sure I didn't
still
have any
moved for us.
weird spell set.
Just
Yeah, I
not
guess we,
in this world.
I guess we.
Technically speaking, I don't think you actually even aged while you were there.
Okay, but
Well,
mentally,
that's hard to tell
We did
in-
still accumulate memories.
You did go into a plane that was referred to as timeless, so it is very weird and strange things happen, and yes. But now you're not there anymore. It was a nice visit. You enjoyed your stay, probably. I mean, you did get to go to a death bar.
We had a death team.
So true.
It was technically a death ale.
I'm
Sorry.
adjusting things. I assume we're gonna rest for Zardris'
I mean,
sake then.
I was checking my spells and I still have pretty good spells picked. I didn't like.
I say, like, we're in no rush. We might as well just wait a day for you guys to get all back to perfect.
Be 100%, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be slightly different.
Ooh.
I have to change some of my stats. This may take a second.
Okay. So the question then comes to, once you re-enter Scar, what is your plan?
Go back to the last creepy room and check out
There,
the doors.
there were two doors.
Are we
leading
waiting
out.
a day or not? Sorry, I had
Oh,
to
3
Yes.
doors.
let the
Yes.
dog out of my room.
I think they're.
I'm
we're
gonna
waiting.
go listen at this door.
So we're gonna assume you're back after your rest.
A day or whatever.
Days
Okay.
gone by.
Okay, let me set some spells then.
Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, and I'm putting a
really
blade of
fast, sorry.
barrier back up once we're in.
Okay.
Because
You will
why
hear
wouldn't
nothing.
I? Okay, I do not hear anything through this door.
Who wants to? Well, I guess you go first then.
Well, do we want to listen at all the doors and then pick a direction, or do we want to just go through this one?
Well, given how close this is to the outer wall, I think it might be good to check it.
Okay.
But we could also just listen. I don't think it would hurt. It's just
I'm
we're gonna have
fine
to go
with
through
that.
all of them at some point, probably anyway.
Lead the way.
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to
Zardris,
go first?
Ada, get catchphrase cast upon you.
Whoa.
'Cause we're gonna go fight things.
I'll go first. I'm a slightly better tank.
Okay.
Although
You've got
I feel like
bravery.
I feel like everything we
Brave.
fight does like
I'm
Although-
just Pathfinder.
yeah.
Okay.
Everyone loves to do
Standard
big
weapon
damage
rolls.
numbers.
Numbers go up.
Um,
I love to do big damage numbers too.
true. Good job.
I'm in the wrong spot. I just noticed I have to redo our locations over here. Damn it.
You know what? I need to. Yeah. Also, I feel like I wish more things did reflex saves, because if I succeed a reflex save, I take no damage because I have the Ring of Evasion. Most
If you're
things in
fighting
here are
wizards,
doing
you'd be
will.
doing a lot of them.
And
There's a lot
four.
of traps that are reflex
Yeah.
saves too.
Anyway.
We might encounter something.
Okay. Well, I open the door.
Okay. We reveal to you what comes before you. It is the most terrifying and dangerous of all things, a hallway!
Fuck.
I kind
It
of
really
saw
is the
that
most
coming.
dangerous thing, 'cause
There could be
the
anything
hallway
in
could
that
have
hallway.
Anything, exactly. Yeah.
Hallway could have traps.
Infinite
I'm going to
danger.
perceive.
Alright, I finished my thing.
Let me check something here.
My eyes are not working as well as they used to.
Okay. Okay, so the big thing to notice in this room, this hallway, is it's this nondescript corridor has arrow slits spaced along one of the walls, looking out into many of the main entry areas.
Oh yeah, I see them right here.
Human bodies in chain shirts lie on the floor among the broken remains of short bows and quivers. So there's a bunch of corpses here.
They probably won't revive.
I give each corpse a swift kick as I walk by.
Alright, you clatter some bones and some remains of armor around very loudly as you give a kick.
Anything useful in the piles?
Just giving a quick look, it looks everything in here has just aged in this area. Whether or not it was aged at the time of the castle's great hauntification or something else, or maybe this area is
Hauntification.
just a little outside the timelessness of the previous room you were in, where things were definitely being preserved. These things here just haven't been.
I'll perceive again.
Okay.
Or it became the Jaunty Haunty House.
Jaunty Haunty Haunty.
Guys, I have amazing news. Ivona's almost at 100 HP.
That's
Yeah.
the
She's unstoppable.
nice. That's the bottom door, and then I'll check the door on the right too.
Listening to both doors, you will. Let me just check to make sure this is correct. Hear nothing.
Nothing. I hear
for
nothing
quiet.
at either door.
Well, based on the arrow slits we saw in the hallway over here, might as well open this door. I bet it'll be more of the same,
Go ahead.
personally. Okay, I do so.
All right. Here you go. It is indeed another small hall area with arrows. And this
And a
leads to a
staircase.
set of staircase up, which you get a feeling is maybe into that room you were in before where you saw some staircases leading down.
Right. Yep.
So this is probably the way from inside the building to head to above the gates.
Yeah, because we came in through the ground, or through not the right
Through the
way.
ground?
But when you were
Oh,
up
no.
there,
Like through the floor, through the second floor.
I'll just kind of move things over just to remind people for a second. You saw these two staircases.
Yeah, this staircase.
here
Yeah.
and here. So that's
Yeah.
just to remind everybody. So,
Okay.
yeah, you assume that seems to be
Okay.
connected up with that spot there.
Oh, do you want to open the other door then?
Yes.
You crack open the door, reveal yet another room. It turns out
Scarlet letter.
there's lots of them here.
As I gotta read this though. Sorry. Yeah. As you guys are kind of haphazardly opening doors. I'm gonna in the back just cast this on myself.
I have that on. I have the stone.
You will watch as Ivona clutches her wedding ring and then cast a spell with it.
This
I'll
room is-
perceive before we go in there.
Well, this room here has several dust-covered bunks, each large enough to hold a creature slightly larger than a bulky human. Sag along the
I thought you
walls
said
in this
bumps.
bunks. Yes, the bunks.
Does it seem like it might be large enough to hold the Minotaur skeletons, or not that big?
No. I'll keep describing it. Sag along the walls in this dreary, chilly, and they kind of sag near the walls in this room. So they're up around the walls in this room. As the bunks are kind of sagging down, there's some arrow slits that look out over the tarn. So if anybody was coming in from like one of the walls or something, or out on the water, you could attack from here. And honestly, it does help make this room nice, cold, and damp, because you got arrow slits right out over the water. And a little bit of that wind that seems to head against Scarwall just kind of brings in here. What was that?
I was muted. As clarification, you all have this. It's creature level.
It is one creature.
So
touch
we're
per
all
level.
hidden from, at the very least, unintelligible.
Woo!
Anyway, a message seems to have been scrawled in blood on the west wall.
Oh,
An orc's
hell
body,
yeah.
still clad in armor and clutching an obsidian battle axe, lies face down below the writing.
We definitely
Do
want
any of you
to
speak
him.
orc? Or read orc?
Shockingly, no. Hold on, let me count my languages.
I think I could
Alright, we
probably go ahead and read that for you.
I am actually missing some
Okay.
languages I could
So,
work, but I'm not.
You can kind of take a look, and it says, "Beware of Ukwar."
What the fuck is that?
What was the guy's name that when we got here? That wasn't Ukbar, right?
No.
This probably a different guy than the guy that was killed by our big friend.
Yeah.
Well, some fellow Ukwar wants to be feared. So maybe we should be on the lookout. But given how much undead there are here, I imagine he's probably not doing too well. Maybe he's one of the undead here.
Then we destroy him. Simple
Is there
as
any
that.
like knowledge check to know what Ukwar might be?
I mean, I tried a history.
Local?
Dungeoneering?
Sure. A local might work.
Oh,
It
local
would
I might
probably. Go ahead and try.
I have
Let's
a lot
see.
better chance with local.
Okay. No, you do not. You do not know Ukwar. It does seem to be an orc name, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like it's an orc name for something.
Yes.
Mm,
Um.
might be long dead.
Makes sense.
And I will tell you, it is a female orc that is lying in.
I'm
Um,
gonna listen to the door.
if you if you take a look at the body, you can see that it was written in her own blood.
Yeah, I was trying to figure in that.
Mm-hmm. You can also tell that she has really nice battle axe and armor on still.
That's why I said we should loot the body.
If you wish.
Rip the dead orc. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of armor?
Rhino hide. And a +1 undead bane obsidian battle axe. I can spell that. Are the two things that are there. That's the only thing that seems to be remarkable out of her gear. The rest of it's just some common stuff. Okay.
Honestly, if someone can use the battle axe, it's not a horrible weapon.
Battle axes aren't bad. So that means a spare weapon for our barbarian
I mean,
friend.
I'm sure I could use it.
You used to be like shink, get another weapon.
Oh, yeah,
It's in your glove. You're just like.
Yeah.
Well,
Does
it
your
only
weapon
stores
use-
one weapon.
Ah, okay.
I forget.
You're
Does your weapon already have Undead Bane on it?
Yeah, because that's what I took.
Well, no. It what you
Oh,
took
no.
was the Ghost Touch.
I thought he said it was undead
It is undead.
bane. Yeah, it's
Is
undead.
it Undead Bane
It's not
and Ghost Touch?
No, it's just undead bane. I think.
Oh, or is the armor that gives Ghost Touch?
Ghost
Armor
touch
that
is
gives
the
ghost
armor.
Armor's ghost touch.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was both gave Ghost Touch, but yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, and then your weapon might be fine.
I mean, I could have it as a backup. That's because it's not reach then.
Honestly, it might be better than your scythe then.
Yeah.
Because Bane is 2d6 extra damage or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Does
It's
it
supposed to
being
double the
obsidian make any difference, or is it just...
I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Obsidian
Let me
does
look.
something.
Yes, it's a special material.
damage. Ooh,
I-
special materials.
Let's find the
It
special
might
material.
not do anything except for like. Change.
It might just be a hardness
Equipment.
thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Special
Was it
materials.
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Obsidian, half the
well,
cost, 3/4 weight.
It's obsidian like.
Oh, it's kind of
wood.
bad.
Yeah.
Obsidian weapons just
Obsidian
have the
weapons are-
hardness and have the fragile quality.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under
Okay.
primitive materials.
That's
But
just
it-
kind of
But
bad.
it's a magic item.
Yeah,
so
so it has
that's
better
gonna-
hardness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than it would have been.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Oh, yeah.
just
Magically strengthened obsidian does not have the fragile quality.
Yeah.
So
So-
yeah, it's just a battle axe. It's magic.
It's just slightly lighter.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a +1
75%.
battle axe.
It's
Hey,
75%.
might as well use it.
Yeah, it's a +1 slightly lighter battle axe that has, I mean, it makes sense for the orcs who are living out here that sometimes they just gotta use what they got. Stab people.
Yep.
There doesn't seem to be anything else in this room except for, the cool breeze from the outside and, just everything feeling kind of a little moist and gross in this room. It's enjoyable.
Well,
Neat.
shall we continue on the outside, or should we maybe see if we can't find the other side of the hallway real fast? How do we want to spread out? Or how do we want to do our search?
Well, I'm gonna perceive at the door.
Well, we're already here.
Most likely, it's gonna wrap back around itself.
Probably.
So no,
don't
it's
hear
behind
anything.
that larger door.
I do not hear anything.
Okay. I open.
Give me a second. I gotta. Polygon.
Maybe I-
will notice a little bit more. That work? There we go.
I don't like those 3 doors. That's suspicious.
3 doors, and it looks like there's something over
Big yellow R.
here. Yes, which I believe from my thing goes to. Let me just.
Rotunda.
Roundabout.
I have to
You're
find
all
out where
turning-
R goes.
All turn into rabbits.
I assume it goes to the other R on the other map.
I'm trying to find where it does on them on these maps.
Well, could go to a
Yes,
town.
okay. Okay, I saw where it is. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of doors. And if you approach, I will tell you, it does seem to be a staircase leading up.
Oh, it's a
Spiraling up the
staircase.
Yes, it's a staircase spiraling up in the tower.
I'm just gonna listen
Okay.
at each door real quick.
Let me just check if there would be any noise in any of these. Nope.
I hear nothing.
Well, let's go left to right, also known as right to left for us, but afraid it'd be left to right.
Yes.
So you're going from that door first.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's do that there. Alright, so, this room here. A ruined bunk lies in splinters to the south, along with other broken bits of furniture that might have been a weapon rack and an armor stand.
So, probably some sort of officer quarters. Bring with their
Probably
own
good to
rooms,
know.
albeit still small, so not like a head officer.
An official of some kind.
Check the next one.
Do you, if you want to continue on?
I am gonna
Yeah.
scan, like I'm gonna peek
Yep.
into this room and scan with my detect magic eyeballs.
He won't detect any magic.
Okay. Just as a note, if there's any smaller rooms like this, that's what I'm gonna
And
do.
if there's anything invisible, I can see it.
Yep, nothing invisible, nothing magical in there.
Mhm.
Deal that there.
And if
Alright.
there's anything that wants to kill us, I'm standing in the way. No.
A moldy bunk sits against the west wall here, next to a desk heaped with rotting scrolls. A rusty iron footlocker sits next to the foot of the bed.
Hey, Ivona, is there anything magic coming from the footlocker?
I look at it with my eyes.
No,
It's-
use your figures.
I'm not gonna touch that thing. Are you crazy? I just have to see what box. I don't remember.
See how much iron you go through.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
You know it does.
It's like-
1 inch of common metal.
Yeah.
Should be a very thick box.
It would be a very thick box if it was there. So I'm going to say you will be able to tell there is some. There is something in there that does seem to be magic.
There's something magical in that box.
I can
be
open the
careful.
box if you want.
I would advise caution.
Do you want to, or should I? Well, I'll stand next to you either way.
Can't wait for that door to shut.
I mean, like, I want Khandes in the room with me, at
Godspeed.
least.
Yeah.
Just in case something like that does happen.
It's a
Or in
moldy
case it's a
mimic.
It's the whole room's a mimic. You've entered its mouth.
Okay.
I'll
Nom
open
nom nom.
So checking out the footlocker. All right.
Yep.
Taking a look at the footlocker, it is very rusty.
it. A mimic. Oh, no.
And taking a look at it, you're pretty sure there's some kind of problem with the fact that the entire lock is like a pile of rust.
So
I
I have
could
this
hit it.
thing.
So
I mean,
you're just
I'd
like
be worried
"Hmm."
about you destroying it. I can be a little bit more precise with my claws. um, especially since I can literally just turn my claws into adamantine and just like carve through it slowly. So I'm just gonna turn my claws into adamantine and then like pry these apart
Don't we
ever
own
so
a-
carefully.
Do we not just own a crowbar?
Do we? Actually, wait. I
I
think I
feel
might
like
have.
I feel like
wait, no.
someone
Oh, that's-
has a crowbar.
No, better. I have an Omni tool which can turn into a crowbar.
Yeah.
I have the.
I feel like if we
magical
don't
Omni tool
have
or
one of
something.
those, we've kind of fucked up.
I mean, if you want,
Yeah.
I could. If you want to hand it to me, I could do it.
I mean, I really don't care
Or
at
you
this
wanna
point.
do
If it's like I've already kind of put my hands on it, so it's not a mimic. so
Oh,
I'm
you
fine.
gotta roll for tetanus.
If you want to make a strength check just to break it open, you can.
Yeah. I feel like our strengths are very similar.
I have a 22, so
I have a 21, so yours is technically one better than mine.
yeah. Not a big.
How about I help you?
Sure.
We'll roll
Don't
to
you get
assist.
do you get a
You
bonus
assist?
for the crowbar?
You do, with +2.
Yep.
So you have +4 to your roll right now. Alright, wow.
Nice.
It will not open!
Hey, you can always try again.
You just can't seem to get, like, the crowbar in there very well. Like, you're trying your best, but some, like, rust kind of pours off your first attempt. Then you kind of get in there again. You kind of, like, you feel, like, a little bit of that, like, anger deep inside you kind of coming out. So you're just, like, "Argh!" and just, like, kind of jamming in there and kind of, fuck you, boxes. Then you, like, hit it again, and it will pop open. So,
Delayed fireball.
inside,
Fire.
you will now see there
I like
are
mimic.
several rusted weapons and a few broken potions.
Nice.
But one potion seems to be intact.
Chug
There's
it
also a rotten
immediately.
leather sack in here.
I examine this. I open the sack.
Alright, there seems to be money inside. I'm
Ooh,
gonna list this
cash.
money inside. Hopefully this will just paste. It
Rotten
did.
leather sack.
Jade Scarab.
Mm-hmm. Bring with us, Jade Scare.
That's
But you got a potion of some kind.
Sweet. This orc was one room. That orc was 2 rooms away from a wealthy retirement.
Didn't you say there was something wooden in here too?
I said there was a desk covered in scrolls.
Well, based on the eyes of detect magic, I doubt any of the scrolls are magical.
They are
But
not
do any of
magical
them-
scrolls.
Do
I
they
got
look
info, though.
intact?
They do look intact. It looks like a pile of scrolls in decent shape. It seems as
Are
though
they
this is far
intact?
enough away from the open holes. You're taking a look?
Yeah, I'll look.
Okay.
And I hand your Omni tool back.
Okay.
So you're going to take a look through the paper. And you're going to kind of like see it's a lot of information on individuals that seem to have worked here. Maybe there's some kind of ledger or something of materials that were handed out. And of course then you will see your assignment that is here. Ah, man, damn it! You must hurry! Scarwall does not have enough supplies to defend against Marveus. You have this urge to run to the gatehouse to defend it against the horrible paladin coming to attack this place.
Oh, guys.
Well,
That's funny. That's funny.
I shouldn't have read it.
That's
yeah, I
funny.
know. I'm like,
Kinda funny.
it shouldn't have been you because this is gonna be a will save. Have fun.
It's not really a will save because it's not anything particularly bad. You will run kind of back for a little bit and start running towards the gatehouse before you kind of fail as you leave the scrolls. Your mind returns to you very quickly, but you will like kind of run out behind everybody, like and maybe like yell like something like "To arms! The castle must be defended!" And then like,
Chilling.
and then like, as you return to your senses very shortly, you're like, "That was weird." But you also now remember yourself defending the gatehouse. That place that you were in earlier. You've got intricate knowledge of how to use all that stuff now, even though you kind of broke a bunch of things. Like, if you needed to, you could probably, like, repair it and get it to work, like, properly.
I know how stuffing house works now.
Good for you.
Might be able to repair what we broke if need be. I also remember defending this place.
Your name seems gone from the paper. The other names there are just of soldiers that seem to maybe have been defending this place when it was the original controllers. Aasimar.
And so, who was attacking it? Mordreus?
Mandravius. The paladin that you went and got rid of his horrible corrupted soul.
Oh, okay. I don't need to make a note of that.
The guy who had a legendary sword which you're looking for. Yeah.
Yep. My brain was like, oh, I should write down this thing. This sounds new. And then I'm like, wait, nope, that's old.
That was weird.
Perhaps you should,
Not read papers. Got it.
well...
Reading is not fun, but it is mental.
The wrong lessons are taught to Khandes, and I love it.
And with that, I just opened the last door. I just sigh and open the last door.
Alright, I'll reveal some stuff, and I'll do this here. And I'm gonna do.
Yeah, what was the potion? You didn't write that down.
We don't have to identify it.
I'm not gonna lie. If you eventually can identify it, probably you will before using it.
Identify it by tasting and rolling something, I think.
Let me just check this one.
I just wrote mystery potion for now.
That's probably gonna chug it immediately. I don't think it matters right now.
True
Yeah.
that. Okay,
I was just... I kind of
so
forgot that. Identifying
there will
is a
be
thing.
a figure in here who,
Hate that.
when you open the door, you will notice that there are two double bunks that sit against the north wall of this otherwise empty room. The seats of the bunks are tattered and moldy. I'll give you a picture of this man in a moment. As he is sitting here on the bed, clad in his armor, and kind of mumbling something very slowly under his breath, which you just actually missed hearing by a little bit. As then he kind of as he sees you, he'll snap up to attention, and this time, and he will scream, "This time I shall not fail you, Master Casavan."
Do we not hear him? I have a 49 air quote passive. I take 10 perception.
I mean, you were probably not up at the door.
I mean, I'm towards the middle somewhere. I'm near a vote.
Yeah. He was just really, formally mumbling about his, thinking to himself, probably, saying slightly things about his, failure to repulse the humans.
You should probably be the one perceiving the doors.
No, by all means. If you want to roll, it's fine.
Oh, I don't care. You're probably the better person to be doing it.
Anyway, I will have... Is that the right guy? That's the right guy.
I'm assuming press this
You're
initiative
plus
button now.
39. I mean,
It's
God.
this nice guy.
That's a skeleton.
You can roll.
Dude, he's got spurs. The jingle jangle.
He does have spurs to jingle.
Ooh, do they jingle, jangle, jingle?
No.
Aw.
Wait, am I selecting my character? Please tell me I'm selecting my character.
Ooh, 13.
Select this dude.
Damn it, I wasn't holding... Oh, wait. How did it roll? Wait, what? That's weird. My character was not selected, yet somehow it rolled on my character.
Oh.
How did...
Update, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Possible. Alright, they may have made it a little better.
Yeah, I mean, it should be if you roll on your character
Honestly,
sheet,
yeah,
your
it should be
token
Okay, I'm going to tell you, though, because Zardris, you will feel it. As the door opens, this being is emanating an aura of absolute evil and unholiness.
Oh, hey guys, he's a paladin cleric man.
Anti-pal. Which is the dumbest name for something you could make.
It's the opposite of a paladin.
They couldn't use Blackguard for legal reasons.
They couldn't use what?
Blackguard for
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Blackguard, Tantus.
Blackguard.
That's
Whatever.
how you say it.
I don't
Like,
Anyway, Zardris, you would be first. If you want, you could roll me a religion check to see if you know about what this is.
Yeah, I can click this button and fail.
It is definitely not enough to know, so
Nope.
it is
Not
some kind of
without
undead
maximum
dude.
Ranks.
He's gonna die.
Can I roll a religion?
On your turn, I'll let you move.
I'm gonna
Okay.
move here and.
It's technically, I think, over here, because I think the bunk beds are on the west wall. Let me just make sure. It does tell me. Against the north wall, so he was in the right spot. Sorry. I had him in the correct spot before. Sorry. You gonna move?
Be a better GM. Come on.
Yeah.
Such
How do you
amateur
just-
mistake.
I thought you could rest.
Least.
Least.
Reast on your neast.
Otherwise, other than repositioning, are you doing anything?
No.
So here, is that on already? Cool. All right. Next, Khandes.
Well, since it's technically Ada and I'm just gonna let Ada go ahead of me
Yay!
because it makes
Ooh.
more sense.
Mhm.
You're
So
my
technically-
extra
I can-
shield.
As long as I move
Oh,
in a
technically,
straight way.
Zardris healing versus artist.
Now here's a
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
If I move to here and then attack him, that still counts as charging, right? Because I moved in a straight line.
No, because you moved more spaces than you charging is to the closest space. But I will tell you that one space back is charging because it's a 10-foot charge.
It is. Yes.
Yeah.
I know that
But-
much.
But
Anyway,
you have when you charge, you do have to go to the closest space of it.
Yes.
If spaces are tied, you can.
that is the one thing. That is the one thing I forgot about, or didn't know. I just completely forgot.
Yeah.
Well, then I will do pounce.
Okay.
Where's my things?
Okay.
So 26, 32, 16, 31. Which one's hit?
Okay. Let me just check. The 32 and the 31 will hit.
Okay.
I
Oh,
calculate
and
some damage.
hold on. Let me roll an extra 2d6 for everything
Mhm.
because I technically have undead bane. So that should be so slash R 4d6 extra damage. Oh,
Mhm.
slash R 46, not slash 46. There we go.
I will mark off damage then. I'll just do a little bit of math. Okay. Okay. Alright. Khandes. I'm gonna switch you in Ada. There we go.
I guess I'll move there and take one hit.
And I'll
I just changed my weapon right now to 4d6. It's normally 2d6.
Okay.
So. Oh, and I'm going to
Problem is I
get
have two-
angry.
yeah. The problem is I have 2 damage types, and the thing doesn't allow you to put more than 2 damage types. in.
Yeah, I have 2 as well, but that's why. But mine's 2d6 damage normally, so I just changed it to 4d6 at the moment.
Mhm.
Give me just 2 seconds. I forgot to adjust stuff.
Because I could just make it 3d6, but then you'd have to like make note of which ones. Yeah, no, never. I'll just roll extra dice.
Okay.
Okay,
Now
Khandes.
I am angry.
Alright.
And
Angry! Alright. That will do.
Mm-hmm. I'm not probably 5 foot
41,
step next
41.
turn.
Hold on. I will mark off damage. Alright.
Man, 3 times crit is nasty.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
Times 4 is even worse. My scythe feels just so gross. Don't you point an arrow at me?
Right at your head.
Alright, I just have to check some things here.
I will note,
I mean,
he's an undead. He should have. He technically doesn't need to make a save to perceive these three idiots.
Okay.
Because these two have already acted aggressively.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the save?
I think it's a will save, but let me double check for you.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I
Will.
will need your DC.
DC, yeah, it's a will save. DC is 18.
18. Yeah.
You'll
Alright,
see all
he's-
three.
that's fine.
10
Yeah, my
minutes,
abjuration save isn't super great.
10 minutes per level. Well,
It's
that's
better than
awesome.
what my stone is.
My abjuration DC is not amazing.
My stone's only like a 13 or 14.
It was more to hide from any potential non-intelligent undead.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got the stone.
I guess. What's this?
Wait, does that mean you can't see the people? You know, I'm just kidding.
I don't technically count as undead.
I know.
It's
I
kind of
know
weird
that.
for me.
Wow. I cannot roll well on enemies.
Damn. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's a 3-3-14, but
Yep. Well,
I'm
guessing
guessing that was
I'm
on
guessing-
Ada.
I was on Ada.
my
I don't think
AC is
any of those
currently
hit.
30, so yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. Next is, of course, Ronnie.
Clang, clang, clang with the skelly.
We can't hear you if you're speaking. River.
You are muted.
Oh shit! I forgot. My dogs are barking.
It's okay.
So the can I move through Ivona square? Am I
Yes,
allowed to
you can.
move through people's?
Well, unless Ivona chooses for you not to, then yes.
Yeah, I T-post, so you can go by.
No! Oh god, my worst enemy. Oh. So I'd like to enter into this room here. I feel like can I get next to this guy without
In Pathfinder, it takes no. Well, you'll take one attack of opportunity because you move from here to here.
If moving through spaces that are threatened will provoke a pack of opportunity.
Unless you roll an
unless
acrobatics check.
so-
you can acrobatics, or you can just take.
Ooh, acrobatics about.
Yeah, you seem like a very acrobatic person.
Yeah.
So does it require you to? Is that part of your move action if the acrobatics check, or do you have to do, or is it like a swift action or something?
It would be part of your move action.
Part of your move, and it's against
yeah.
an attack roll, I think.
No, it's just against their
It's
combat
against their.
maneuver.
Oh, it's against your CMD.
D, I think. Yeah,
Can I-
CMD.
Can I just cast my Shield of Faith before I move? Then
If you want
summon
to.
Shield of Faith as my first, as my action.
Sure.
And I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna take the attack opportunity so I can get here.
Okay, then just the first attack on this list. Does a 36 hit you?
Yes.
You will take 39 damage and 13 acid damage.
So close to not hitting me. I'm 35 right now.
Man, attack number 2 would have been really awful to hit.
Damn, that would have been.
Yeah, I
brutal.
just saw that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
That
he
does
has it.
not include his crit focus, so it would have been a 26 to confirm. There you go.
I'm taking the acid too.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Brutal.
hmm
That's, that was a really rough attack opportunity.
Yeah, no, that was not. You know, usually you're like, sometimes it's worth the risk, but this time, man,
This man hits like a dump truck.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
He's got a great sword, Band 9 too, so he's smacking you
Wait.
with it.
An enemy hit an ally and did damage to them. I get an attack of
Oh, yeah.
opportunity.
Your
Yeah,
attack
I
of
got
opportunity,
that
his
thing.
attack of opportunity. Okay.
Oh shit.
I just
Hey, bro,
finally
I saw
get to
you,
use
like,
this.
Bonk that man.
hmm
Ooh.
Oh my god. I
Okay.
think he's dead.
I have to check something.
I think he's dead.
I do have
He's
to
a,
roll
he's a
something.
skeleton.
That's right.
I-
He is not a skeleton. I have to roll
Okay.
something.
Holy
Okay.
Attack of opportunity me one time, and all my friends will come beat you up.
So, actually, wait. I usually do low, so I'm gonna say okay. I forgot to say if it was high or low. That was on me. But I think I usually do low for these things. So okay. Let me mark some stuff off then. All right.
Oh my gosh.
That was 111 damage, right?
Nice.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you rolled 2 6s and you're like
Nice.
4d6.
Brutal.
Is this the... Oh, Earthbreaker, okay.
So that would put us in that. He's still standing.
Okay.
Wow.
That makes sense. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm not like too surprised.
But it did seem like you did a very good chunk of damage.
Leave friends alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now the question is, oh no, because it has to do damage. That means that his attack does go off first. I was about to say, if
Yeah.
you had killed him,
No,
would
if
that
he
have
did-
been-
if-
yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. If he damages you, I get another one because it's per. I get one per
And you,
ally
you
in
have,
battle.
yeah, and you have multiple
Combat
layouts
reflexes.
because you have combat
Combat
reflexes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Ivona.
Okay. I have 2 important questions. One,
Sure.
because I don't know which spell it is. One, does this man have skin?
No.
Does he have skin?
No.
Is that what you asked?
This is an important mechanics question for a spell, right? It's very specific. I need to know if he counts.
I don't
Do you have
As-
skin?
think he
Does
has
he-
skin.
Is he a non-skeletal corporeal undead? Is this man a skeleton of any kind?
He is not
I
a
mean-
skeleton of any kind.
Okay.
You can make a knowledge religion check on him.
Alright, I'll do that, I guess. Hold on.
Mhm.
Yeah, the picture.
39.
I
Alright.
mean,
He's a
Picture
grave
does
knight.
show him- Picture does show him as a skeleton.
He's a grave knight.
Okay. Man, he's probably gonna have a lot of fortitude. I have to look this up.
I highly doubt he has a lot of health.
With that check, you will know that grave knights are very hard to permanently kill off.
Yeah.
They also have an aura which basically disrupts both healing and channeling abilities. They usually are connected to a certain element. Most elements don't affect them. They're very hard to damage, and they can control undead.
Okay.
So,
Alright, so this wouldn't work anyways because it's from a channel ability. Anyways, I'm going to just...
channel abilities aren't impossible, but basically you have to roll a concentration check.
I'm gonna
to
click
use them.
3. I'm gonna click these buttons.
Mhm.
These are all touch attacks.
Those will all hit him then.
Alright,
His
I'm
touch
gonna
AC
roll a
is
bunch
not
of
great.
dice. How many dice am I rolling for this spell?
I need to know what the spell
It's
does
scorching
damage to. Okay,
It's fire.
So it's fire. Okay.
Okay, it's 46 for each really hit, so that was a 6, not a Just had to make sure numbers are hard. Does he have resistances, or can I roll all these at once?
Go ahead and roll all these at once. He has no resistances. I will tell you, he only has immunities, but fire is, fortunately for you, the one he doesn't have against.
GM rolled that, but that was 47 fire damage.
I do see the damage, and I will mark it off. Alright.
that means my acid might not have done much.
Your acid did 0 to him. He's immune to it.
Yep.
Damn.
Especially since his attacks do acid, that makes
Yes.
And I'm gonna move backwards.
He's
I'm
also
gonna-
immune to some other stuff naturally as a Grave Knight, but his element being acid means he's also immune to acid.
I'll move back a little bit away from him
Okay.
because I know he has an aura.
Zardris,
Can I see him from where I'm at?
you can.
Okay. I think I need to click this ranged attack button first. Does a
Okay.
23 hit his touch AC?
Yes, he doesn't have much.
Okay. Blip.
Alright, so he is an undead creature and would therefore take the higher damage, which would be 48. He's not particularly vulnerable, which would have taken less damage
gosh.
anyway, apparently.
Look at that roll. That's that 48.
3, 6,
It's-
6.
3
6,
sixes
6,
and
5,
and-
5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2.
Yeah. 3 6s, 5 5s and then a 2 and a 3. Like, that's a roll right there.
That's a hell of a roll on 10d6. Not gonna lie. Anyway, alright, so, he will... let me describe this.
Searing light.
Your energy will kind of blast into him, and you will just see him kind of like his physical form just kind of disintegrate away, dropping back, just clangering his armor and weapon to the ground.
Dope.
I'm honestly not surprised that after the crit and that dope-ass roll that he is done.
So I did roll a 39. Do I know if they just poof back into existence or if they like reform as a skeleton from their corpse pile?
They reform.
Alright, so is he dead?
He currently is dead, yes.
Alright,
Crumbled
guys,
into
so
dust.
do you guys want to help drag him and throw him into the ocean or into the water if he doesn't come back?
We could honestly just close the door and leave. There's nothing else here.
I mean, we're gonna have to clear this whole place out, so.
Yeah, if he's gonna come back.
Yeah, if we disperse his body, then he can't
Just,
come
I
back.
would say he's in armor, just throw him in the water. Probably can't get back up.
I'll do it.
What happens if we take him out of this place? How do you destroy one?
It's very hard to know how to destroy one, I said.
I'm
basically.
afraid the knowledge escapes me at the moment.
I'll take him out to the bridge and chuck him over. Into
Rude,
the
but
water.
you have to
Okay.
make effort to get back here now.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's going to be hard to destroy anything in this place while it's cursed. But
Yes.
perhaps we can ask
I still have a wand of sending. I could ask that super priest at the temple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I actually haven't informed her of what the hell we're doing. I am gonna sending her
Akron.
and I'm gonna sending my boss technically.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her.
hmm
I'm probably not gonna use all 25 because I don't need this for this. Hello, we're cleansing Scarwall. How do you permanently destroy what was it, a corpse knight or something?
Grave
Knight?
Knight.
How do we permanently destroy a grave knight?
Let's do something here. Okay.
I use the wand if that matters.
Let me just check here. Alright, I need to also know how long it takes for sending before they have to respond back.
I can ping it. I think it says in the spell. Do I have the spell in my... Oh, I didn't put it in. Hold on. I can just get it. They have...
If it's a moment, then she might send a message back and then have someone else have to cast sending for her. I'm just checking whether or not she has a moment to confirm.
It does... It would have to be immediate answer.
Okay, then she will message you back in a moment, and then in a couple of minutes she will message you back with a proper answer. Let's see. It's 25 words, right?
25 words.
Yep.
The creature is not impossible to slay. Destroy its armor. Destroy its armor until nothing remains, and no piece may come back.
Destroy its armor.
Hmm.
If you have a way to do that.
And it means, like, really smash up the armor. It's not like just breaking the armor.
Like, sunder it and
Well,
like, beat it even more.
I mean,
You can tear it apart
What
with your
can-
adamantine claws.
I was
but,
about
like,
to say. Yeah, I
tearing
was
it
about to
apart might
say-
not put it into, like... It will take you some time if you want to break it into what you feel like is enough small pieces that it can't
Now,
really come back.
Here's a question: how much time? Because I actually have to spend it in 1 minute intervals.
Ooh! Tear it up, and then aren't there vats of super cold?
Oh no, there were the vats of like. No, it wasn't oil. It was something.
It was-
It was
cold oil.
like cold oil, yeah.
There's a term
Okay.
for it, but that escapes me at the moment.
I will tell you, his armor is pretty tough though to destroy.
Yeah.
Just because what it is.
Oh
it
wait,
is,
I was about to say because if it was acid, I'm like, wait, he's immune to that.
he is immune to acid, and therefore I think his armor would technically be immune to acid.
Yeah, I know. I realize that. Yeah.
It is a magic. It's magic full plate basically that he was wearing.
Yeah. So I could tear it apart, but it depends on how long it would take.
Well, I could help with bashing it.
Yeah.
I mean, how long between the two of us going ham on it?
A while. It's magical armor and it's full plate. It would, like, even with adamantine, breaking it down to like the small bits, I'd say it would probably take at least, I don't know, like you don't overcome its damage, but you do a lot of damage. At least a few minutes, maybe more.
Do I know how long it takes for one of these things to come back?
Days.
Okay, we can come back and deal with this later because we're buffed.
Yeah.
We can deal with it later. But
Okay.
we should,
You honestly
we should
think, like,
remove its existence?
like, if you would have something like a disintegrate, you would probably get rid of the armor very quickly. Or dispel magic to get rid of the magic on the armor would make it much easier to destroy. That kind of stuff.
You know,
How about we bring it into the entryway, and then and then on our way out, we can maybe deal with it.
I will tell
for
you.
the night.
I'll just roll, just in case it matters. It's 6 days. He'll be back in 6 days.
you know, I keep forgetting to buy a dispel magic skill.
It's
we could take a day and do it.
the thing about a Grave Knight. It's a little like a lich that has something, but the thing is, the armor is right front and center there, and usually it's very easy to tell that it's like that if you don't know about it because they come back in their armor, like they just reform in the armor. So
Understandable.
Yeah. But we would have to figure that out by him coming back.
Yeah, we can deal with that later.
Grave Knights are fairly rare.
Let's bring him a little bit closer to the entryway, and we could just deal with it on our way out.
I'm just gonna leave this corpse over the entryway.
Yeah, just drag him over there.
There's a set of armor over there. You can just keep the greatsword if you want. It's not important with this one. It's a +2 cold iron greatsword.
I'll give it to our. Give it to Joe. More weapons.
It's just another
Here
weapon.
you go.
Now you can fight Fae. You know, you're like, well, in case we fight some Fae.
Kill them very
I'm
easily.
I'm just gonna put it on the group loot.
That's fine.
I'm sure we're never gonna use it.
Maybe someone should hear Ronnie. He looked like he got hurt.
Are you okay, Ronnie?
Oh, I've had better days.
I mean, you can
I
see
can
acid burning his.
I can probably heal myself. At least some. I will. Hold on. Is there anybody else that's injured, or is it just me?
Nope,
Just you.
The other one got hit.
I just that fucking.
I mean, like, if he had hit, he had critical focus and bleeding critical, which would be really nice.
If it makes you feel any
Or
better,
back.
you took one for the team and I critted him, so.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
yeah.
you got hit, Khandes was able to crit him. So
Okay, I'll take that. So I'll cure some serious wounds on myself, which I believe is.
I mean, I have one.
yeah, we have one,
Let's
so I'd
give
say
us some wands.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So somebody.
We bought these damn things. We need to use them.
I think it's
we have
really
far
low,
too many.
We stole these damn things. We need to use them.
What are the wands of? What they've been cured?
Moderate. Moderate
Alright.
and serious.
I'm just gonna cast off my spell list just because they will roll a die for me. The plus doesn't actually apply. Because the plus for the wand. What are the pluses for the wand?
They're whatever minimum level is, so they're like 3
1
and 5.
1d8 plus 1 for moderate plus 3. I'm sorry, moderate plus 3.
Yeah.
So it's 1d8
Yeah.
2d8
a
plus
6
3.
on that one.
I'm just gonna roll off the because I can't read. What is it? I gotta roll the 6 plus
You can
plus
just reverse engineer it.
1. Yeah, sorry, I got 7 off of that one. I need. Alright, so let's see. Sorry, I'm at
Or you could just go to Dice Roller and roll 2d8 plus
Could
3.
just, yeah, you could do that.
I'm at 61.
That would make sense, though. That's not fun.
True.
We need chaos.
So true.
And you said this. We see the stairs lead up.
Yes.
Yeah.
The set of stairs that
We're
are there.
saving the second floor because
Yeah.
we know the big bad is on the second floor.
Yeah,
There might be
I know.
other stuff to discover on the second floor, but we also have to be cautious because, again, you do know that thing, the more you defeat its anchors, the
I'm
easier it will
guessing
be.
we'll go back to this room then. It's a 5.
What room are we going? A 5?
Back to 5.
Yeah.
We.
Do you want to listen at the door then? Since you have better hearing.
If you want me to, sure.
What do your cleric ears hear?
I think that's classist.
It definitely is classist. But up to you if you want to roll.
There's a 44.
Roll as many one
There's a
cards as you
44.
want
That's a
on.
I
pretty
rolled
good
bad.
roll.
That's a bad roll.
It's
That
apparently
is
a bad
a
roll.
5. That is a really bad roll.
Ironically, it's a bad roll, but no, it's quiet.
But you hit more. That's still better than what I
DC
can do.
was actually 45.
I can actually have more perception than this.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure that if there
I
were
think
some
you should,
things that were
honestly.
stealth-based at this level, they could roll more than a
Yes.
45, but
I can
not
have
many.
plus
Being invisible is like a plus 50. Or
Yeah.
some shit.
It's like
Plus 40 if they're not
20.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 20 if you're moving. But yeah, I can get an extra +2 to my perception checks, and I can detect evil constantly at the same time for hours per level, which is basically the entire day.
So I spent another one of my channels to cast Hide from the Dead again on everyone.
But you hear nothing. Even you hear nothing. It's quiet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you want to do honors?
I will face tank it for everyone.
Okay.
Oh no!
This seems
hallway.
similar to the hallway that you saw before, similarly filled with corpses.
Well, there's
And
another
more
kicking spree as I walk down the hallway. Crunch, crunch,
Oh, I'm inside of a
crunch.
flare.
Do magic
The hall
eyes
does-
see anything?
The hall
Please
does
wait
continue.
Please wait for we to
I'll
get back to
just
the
reveal
camp
more.
before
So
you
you
go
can see-
inside each other.
You can see that it keeps going farther.
Well, that is cute.
I'll
so
peek
you
around the
know,
corner
She's single,
carefully.
traumatized.
Single and traumatized. That's
That's
a way
not to love.
Single and traumatized.
Another corner.
Mm-hmm. All does stretch on for quite a bit.
Peek.
Trust this hallway.
You want to listen at this door while you pass it?
How many corpses are in this hallway?
A lot.
Like I
Probably
said,
like
kick and
a
a
crunch.
few dozen, like maybe a dozen or two. Probably people that were guards originally at some point in time.
Okay.
Skeletal remains and rusted gear. They look a lot like archers and stuff, with crossbows and stuff that would have been at all these arrows, murder holes. That
Is there
are,
anything
like,
here that looks like it would be a particular problem if someone would if something would like possess it or reanimate it? Or they just seem like standard guards?
As far as you can tell from these bodies, they look like standard guards.
Okay.
If one is a standout amongst them, it does not show from what remains.
Okay.
Zardris,
They're also
you wanna
getting
check
kicked
this
apart
door
by
while
you.
you walk
Because
walk
I was
past
gonna
it?
say if one looked particularly power, I was gonna cast the Sanctified Corpse on it.
That's a 57.
My God,
That is a
that's a good roll
57.
for you.
It
The
is
most
quite
eyes.
No, there's nothing in this room or it's like dead.
Well, there's a lot of dead things in this place.
Or I think the better point is there's nothing in there, or it doesn't make any sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's 2 doors at the end of this hallway.
Which
Zardis,
door would
you
we
wanna
like to
come
go
listen
through?
to this one?
Zardis,
Or
we
these
rely
two?
on you for listening to things now.
I'll walk down the hallway first,
Uh-huh.
just in case this traps.
There's a 56.
Oh my
Okay.
lord!
Uh-huh. Yep. Nothing. You
Wait.
hear nothing.
Okay.
Like you hear. Listen. Okay, you listen to this one door, hear nothing, and hear nothing from over here either. I mean, like that's a 56. Like you could theoretically get a little close to that door if you really wanted
I
to.
mean, it's only a
But-
-1 or 2.
Yeah, it's like it's not much difference. You don't hear anything at this end of the hall.
Well, whichever door you wish to open.
This one.
I hope it's another hallway.
The one that's right here in front of you? Okay. It is the other staircase up, because you saw it.
Yep, I figured. That's why I'm like, might as well get that one out of the way. Now we'll do that.
I hope this is a hallway.
It is not a hallway. That is not revealed.
Probably it's probably a similar room to the opposite
It's
side.
a way hall.
It is indeed similar to the other side.
They just mirrored the dungeon.
They did mirror portions of the dungeon. It does seem to be yet another guard type of room. A place that has bunks. It's set for creatures.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's set for bunks. These bunks seem sized for creatures a few feet taller than your average human. The ones before were just a little bit bigger than a human. Maybe these might be for minotaurs, because they're a little bit taller.
So this is where the minotaurs were stationed in life, probably. That also explains why this hallway is like, well, they're both kind of 10 feet wide.
They're all large-sized hallways. They are.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't want hallways that the minotaurs couldn't go down.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got an elite group of minotaurs, that are guarding your castle.
Hey, you know what good did they do? They're dead.
Rude. You can't come in this way.
Yeah. Sit against the walls of this room.
You can't come this way.
Oh.
There's a partially collapsed and empty armor rack near the south wall. That also hints at the fact that this would have been a place for guards.
Again, things with my magical eyeballs that are always magical.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything magical in the room.
No.
You don't see anything directly magical, at least. Whether there's anything else here, nothing invisible on it.
Zardris, you want to do the honor?
Zardris, what are your elf ears here?
I like Zardris' elf.
That's elf.
Okay, can I get everybody in this room, please make me a will save?
No.
Will save.
Fuck.
Hold on.
I don't like to do those.
Uh-huh.
I clicked it.
It'll
It'll
show
show up.
eventually, maybe. Yep, that's a Khandes.
Hey.
Ivona. Okay. Okay.
I rolled a 2.
I'm dead.
I
Well,
think
Ronnie
you're fine,
actually might
honestly.
be. Oh, okay, you did.
I would have been in. I was trying to be in the room. I just was.
You can
I
say you're in the
think
room if you want to
not.
roll too.
I think
He
Khandes
did.
is
I
possessed
just want to
again.
be involved.
Khandes might be the only one who's affected.
Khandes is indeed the only one that is affected.
Time to
so-
kill Khandes.
So Khandes, as you're kind of in this room, you're suddenly overwhelmed with a sense of agoraphobia. And you yearn to hide in a cramped, winding labyrinth. For just a moment,
Minotaur's area.
for just a moment that stays, and then it just passes. You have this
Khandes
feeling.
is going through it.
Yeah. You feel like you understand Minotaurs more now.
Mr. Empathy here.
I'm just an empath.
You're just empathic with all the spirits of the dead.
I become Jean Grey or something.
You now know why Minotaurs hate large open spaces and places like human habitations. You understand their feelings now. The labyrinth is home. The labyrinth is life. The labyrinth is wonderful.
Man, Khandes is having a time.
That's it. That's all that happens.
That's kind of funny.
The funny part is, when I get large, I do understand that feeling of
Yeah,
everything
you
being
suffer
close.
You suffer the same mechanics as them.
You need those you need it to be sized to you and perfect and work and be like the thing. The corridors aren't the problem. It's the problem that you just have too much space sometimes. Anyway.
You might be bigger.
Anyway, for the listening, you hear nothing at that door.
Okay, open.
Let me reveal.
The man with a gun on the other side.
I must once again
What's a
Tommy
gun?
God reveal because of course it's one of these. It's like this again. Alright.
Is the man with the gun named Jamie?
It seems oddly mirroring of the other side of the
Makes
building.
sense for a defensive structure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weird how that works.
Zardris?
I mean, like, the thing, at least the thing as a whole isn't symmetrical. It's just obviously
Stand
this
in the middle
opening
of the
part.
room and listen. That's a bad
Okay.
roll.
I will tell
Who
you,
cares?
you hear nothing from any of these places.
Well, let's do this again. Start here.
Alright, I'm just gonna reveal and then let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
I'm just gonna go through. So if there's
I
nothing,
was
then
gonna
we'll
say,
go through.
there are no enemies in here. So, that's at very least something. So the first room has a partially collapsed bed that sits in the south of the room next to a small ruined reading desk. A battered combat dummy that once looked like an orc leans against the leans against the northeastern corner of the room.
Are there any orc bones?
No, orcs died long ago. They're extinct now. Anyway, that room there, you can't see anything, it's very obvious. And it's up to you if you want to look around or not.
The middle one?
Any of them. Oh, you want to tell me the middle one? I said the first room. That was the first room.
Oh,
So you wanna-
you're still on the first one.
I'm
Yes.
gonna look at. I'll look in the next room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to the next room to look. Okay.
Yes.
What I was asking is, are you searching any rooms?
Yes.
You know-
we're gonna search each one of them.
Okay.
I'll search
I'm
the
not
first one
gonna
while he
search
searches this
any of
next
them.
one.
Okay. Then the second room was seemingly once elegantly appointed, but today a large bed, dresser table, and desk lie in ruin. A message has been scratched on the northern wall. It's an orc. Again, in the northern wall of that room, the middle
Damn
room.
orcs.
Yeah,
Can't read
I
what it
poked
says.
the orc.
it does. It says, "Uquar lives, we die."
No one talks to orcs.
Wait a second. Is this? I'm trying to figure this out. Is this person like saying like as they're dying, they're like, "Oh, as long as Uquar lives." Oh, I get it. Never mind. Fuck.
Anyway,
Castle-
Ada, if you want to make a check in the room, if you want to look around, go ahead.
Uquar lives?
Yes.
Yeah, we die.
It's
Uquar lives, we die. Okay.
What did that orc have on them?
You mean the fake orc?
Oh, I thought that when you said
The
there was
fork.
one in the
It's a
second
combat dummy.
room. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I said. It was
Okay,
a combat
do you want me
dummy
to
that
roll
looks
a
like an orc.
perception?
You can roll a perception. You could always take a 10 or a 20. 10. You could just take a 10.
I'll take a 10 in my room.
I'll just take a 10, which is 20 total.
20
Mine's
will actually find
26.
some. So 26 in that room. It looks as though nothing remains amongst the ruined things. For your room, though, Worm, you will be able to see that there is a hidden drawer in the desk. You will take note of it. And inside seems to be a book of some kind.
I'll take the book.
Look at the dead.
And after, I'm like, I will read this outside. I'd say.
Okay.
Or let someone with magic vision look at what the book is first.
Yeah, I'll actually, I'll hold it in front of Ivona.
Ivona, you
Swear to
recognize what type
fucking
of
God.
book this is. It's a spell book.
I'd take the spellbook from you.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
You can
of
quickly
just,
take
like,
a look at
like,
it.
Is this magical? I just hold it up in front of you
Yeah.
and just snatch it from you. I'm like,
You can take a
oh.
look at it, and it does seem to be a spell book of some kind. Make me an Arcana check. 'Cause it's not a normal wizard.
Arcana. 42.
Okay.
Meaning
You can
life.
recognize this is the spell book of a magus.
Ooh.
I could let you know what spells there are in here. It's dozens of spells from levels 1 through 4. There's also journal entries in here, too. Do you read Elven?
I read a lot of languages.
You do indeed read Elven. It seems as though, in amongst the arcane notations, someone was taking journal entries. This seems to be of a magus known as... I will put her name in chat, because I'll probably butcher it when I try to pronounce it. Leia? Leia?
Okay.
It seems that she was exiled from Keonan after a series of unsanctioned vengeance killings against innocent half-orcs. And, she journeyed to Belzikin to basically kill the orcs she hated. Then she was captured by the orcs eventually and rescued by Kazavon. And basically hired her on as a court spellcaster. She characterizes Kazavon as handsome and well-spoken lunatic. But she really does love him because he's really great at killing orcs. She's very, 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 very racist.
Anyone for that, like killing people.
She's very, very racist. It's very obvious.
Well, it must be a ranger.
I'm good at killing orc.
Yeah, you've proven it. Cut that guy in half.
Mm-hmm. You very easily get the sense that she had a near obsession with murdering orcs.
Oh, that's fun. Ronnie, if you see if you see an elven skeleton woman, don't go near her. She might want to kill you first.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Huh.
Do elven bones look different than normal bones?
Well, they're gonna be taller. I forget. Are Pathfinder elves tall or short?
I've heard they're hollow.
Make me a religion check. I'll let you do this.
Yeah, I feel like, that's fair.
No,
like
make me a religion check. This is actually important because of something that was mentioned earlier.
I'm half an elf.
Because you're pretty smart.
Can we look at your bones?
No.
29.
Let me see your
That's
bones.
pretty good. Okay. So, it might be a different individual. It might be. But specifically, your cleric friends mentioned... What did they mention about the heir? I just want to know.
I don't remember, I'm gonna be real.
I can't remember everything they mentioned. They
They
mentioned
said a lot of
Hold
things.
on.
There's something else that might come up.
Flying undead and gargoyles patrol the skies. There's a battalion on the opposite side of the bridge. Scarwall is very unholy and unhallowed. Teleportation does not work. Scarwall is... So the only thing about the skies, they said, is there's flying undead and
The
gargoyles
gargoyles are flying undead. Because there was something that might have come up with that that they didn't mention. Okay,
Oh,
so
and
you're
purple
okay.
worms swim around the lakes.
Okay, so you're fine. You can't put anything together. You just think about it for a minute and you're like, okay. Nothing comes to mind.
Just be careful what skeletons you go next to.
Alright. Neither of these rooms seem to, at glance, have anything else in them. I'm guessing you're then going to check out the last room in this grouping?
Yes.
Something to consider. Now that we're learning a little bit about this place itself, it might be worth trying to consider what we might be able to learn about these anchors, since they're other undead. Ukwar is probably one, but that word means nothing. So it's what they called this one of them, I'm assuming. But maybe one of them is this, Ariella.
It is noticeable that that orc that got in here was relatively fresh. Had to have gotten in here fairly recently, maybe in the last couple
not
of
a
months.
because this fortress has been haunted for over 100 years or something. Like a long time, right?
Yeah, a couple hundred years at least, I think.
Yeah, he's not a skeleton.
Too bad other orcs aren't around anymore. We could have asked about Ukar.
Yeah, I think maybe you shouldn't have cut that guy in half.
He asked for it.
I think the ideal would have been to
We tried talk. He want
to
fight.
keep
I
a few
fight.
of them around, but sadly they just didn't want to.
If my leader got cut in half, I don't think I'd want to stick around,
I wasn't going to cut anyone else in half.
You always do have this well-intact head on a 7.5 guy if you want to try to talk to him and ask him questions about their culture.
We could
You know what?
go
Speak
and
with dead.
talk to that guy.
Well,
He
we
was
also-
hostile.
He is outside of the castle that makes
Yeah.
Speak with Dead actually feasible. Like, you could drag the
Also,
orc corpse
You
out,
said
too.
he's hot. You said he's
I was gonna
hostile,
say,
but
yeah.
the thing is he wasn't actually hostile. He just wanted. He was just
But-
bored.
The
He
problem
was
with dragging
just bored.
the problem with dragging the corpse out would be we were already told souls get
Well,
trapped here.
No,
so
we were
if
talking. We're talking about the.
Speak with
closest
Dead doesn't
orbit
summon the
you-
soul; it summons an echo of what the creature
It's
needs.
just like you poke its
Oh.
brain for some information.
Okay,
Yeah.
well
That-
then,
It-
then the body would
yeah.
be useful too.
Speak with Dead isn't technically brain.
And
Assuming
someone
it's-
would know who Allscar is since they warned about it.
Assuming its mouth and tongue are intact.
That one would have a mouth and tongue.
Oh, so yeah, because we mentioned Speak with Dead won't work in here, but what if we take it out?
Yeah.
Yes, that is a bot. You could do that to other bodies too if you really wanted to.
Who wants to carry the head?
I have
I
a
don't
bag.
mind.
I have 2 bags of holding.
I can
You could
attach
just-
it to belt.
You're just gonna take the hand.
Okay. Sure.
Reminds
Anyway.
me of university.
I'm assuming you're checking this last room before you go
Yep.
sever a head to bring it back with you. There are 2 wrecked double bunks that sit in this northern wall of this otherwise empty room. What appears to be a strip of cloth flaps in the wind at the arrow slit on the west wall.
I checked behind the white curtain.
Yeah.
The wizard back there.
The medicine seagull.
African
So
swallow.
I basically check in the arrow slit because I'm looking past
Yeah.
the curtain.
Well, you give me a perception check.
Sure.
I'm looking behind.
23.
And then I also need you to give me a will save.
Shit.
Nice.
29.
Hey.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Uh-huh.
Interesting.
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 Just make note of that. All right, great.
Interesting. You want to jump
All right.
to your death?
So,
That's
as you kind of move the cloth out of the way, you can see that around the arrow slit, its base is blood stains behind the cloth and fingerprints that seem to be, or finger scratches that seem to be someone trying to claw their way out through the crevice. And you begin to feel like you're trying to squeeze your way out through said arrow script. That some kind of murderous creature, a murderous orc, is right behind you. And as you turn around, there's
A murderous orc.
That
guy.
there's Khandes.
I.
Not
Yeah.
an orc, but murderous nonetheless.
You just get that
Only if
horrible
you
feeling.
challenge me.
No, there's Khandes holding an orc head.
Yeah, Khandes with a severed head.
Cork, anyone got the orc hat? Ha! It is just really unsettling, you know. Like you felt as though you were like trying to escape through something that was not built for you.
Yep. Yeah, Khandes, or sorry, Ada looks.
As you kind of like turn back
no.
though, there still is those blood stains there. Something
Yeah.
tried to get out, and it didn't work.
Well, yeah, it's an arrow slit.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ada looks a little bit.
It could have
like,
fit. It was a halfling.
unsettled.
It didn't work very well.
Well,
Skeleton back there too?
No, it was carried off by like scavengers and stuff long ago.
Oh, okay.
It was partially outside, so slightly outside the realm of things. So, like, you know, birds. It's only a halfling skeleton. Birds carried away. horrible
Gargoyles.
monstrous seagulls that live in this area. I'm sure they're awful. This place is awful. I'm sure the seagulls are awful. The birds are awful. A worm just picked it up.
Do we want to take our...
I was going to say that just now.
yeah.
Thank you, though.
yeah, and I was just gonna
We
say.
can take
well-
our break now, though, because it is
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah, but it is just like, well, I think that's gonna happen a lot where we just see echoes of suffering.
There's a lot of that here. Hey, it's the phantasms that are here, which randomly happen and just do horrible things to you.
Yay.
Damn tasms of fan.
Anyway, so if anybody out there needs a drink, snack, or bathroom break, I can do a break soon. Go ahead and do them, and we'll be back in a little bit. So until then, soon. Doesn't stop the recording because, you know, I did that last week.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, you know, so I had to, like, you know, just do the edited video again last week. So we'll just have an actual recording. Sorry, we got interrupted talking about Adult Swim and then anime for a
Yeah,
bit.
last one in the past.
I know. Anyway, so you have a severed orc head, and
Nice.
it's on Khandes' belt, and Ada's feeling a little like, ah man, I squeezed in through some stuff, but I'm okay now.
I used to wear an orc head on my belt because it was the style at the time.
Exactly.
Or Ronnie's head on your belt.
I guess we go back to 5 again.
Well, there's a room over here.
Oh no, I'm sorry, yeah. Hallway next to 5.
Okay. Move yourselves over to there.
I am moved.
Nothing was heard in this room previously.
But there's a spooky man inside of that room.
There
Maybe
very
it's a
well
spooky
might be.
woman.
Could be, it is 2024.
Or just a spooky effect. Only one way to
Or
find
another
out.
corpse orgy.
All the corpse orgies.
I open.
Alright, you're opening this door. Will I reveal this room? There we go. Alright.
Ooh, stairs.
There is stairs there, but let me describe this room for you. So, rickety tables, butcher's block, and collapsed shelves clutter this room, which appears to have once served as the castle kitchen. The walls and ceilings are covered in soot, particularly the west, where 3 huge ovens loom. Each is completely covered in a layer of thick char, inside and out, with bits of blackened bone and charcoal caked in the iron grills, and ash pits beneath. Worse, however, are the 4 outlines burned into the brick of the oven walls, humanoid images splayed in positions of agony and death.
Nice.
Despite the ancient look of the layers of grime, the oven radiates slight warmth and faint odor of burning meat as if they've been used recently.
Is there any iron chefs to go with the iron
Ovens?
ovens? Yeah.
No, they were either burned or murdered. Probably.
Is there any way? I feel like there's a haunt in this room. Is there any way of telling that?
I, Momo, think I know which haunt this is, because I distinctly remember it from a different adventure, if there is one in here. But Ivona wouldn't.
Normally you can perhaps notice one activating with perception right before it starts. Or there is... I'm going to say, if you want to face it, you can use something like Detect Undead.
I'm good.
Which will have you make a will save against the overwhelming amounts of undead, but then you can try to focus it.
I think we shouldn't potentially harm ourselves by doing a Detect Undead.
Mm-hmm. But it would be a way of perhaps detecting a haunt beyond just,
walking into it.
Yes.
Uh,
The other way is to try to attract its attention by making a perception check. You might, if you make the perception check, you will have a round to theoretically react. If you believe this place and its weirdness would do. The thing is, there are some signs that there could be some kind of haunt here.
Yeah,
or other supernatural presence.
yeah,
The
no, I'm
order,
just saying.
the odor,
yeah.
the heat that's kind of in here
Yeah,
screams
the
that there
fact that
is
no,
something.
That's honestly wise. The description's all like,
The question would be, is this going to be another of the mild phantasms you've been facing, or a full-blown haunt you wouldn't know? But the phantasms usually don't display themselves as open.
yeah. That's why I'm like, okay, no one else into this room, and if you start to see something strange, let me know so I can potentially do something about it. I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. Alright. Check. You are in the middle of the
I
room.
will stand in the doorway.
Okay. I have to check something here. Where are you? You're there.
Yeah, I know the one
Yep.
it is.
So you're
I'm
standing
like
in the
the
middle of
best-
the room, and nothing seems to be happening.
Oh, I don't like that. Perhaps more people should go in. My robes would protect me from any fire if the ovens would cause a problem.
I approach the ovens a little bit.
Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright, I need both of you to make perception checks that are in there. Or, let me just check all of you. Who's in there? Just you two? Okay. Both of you make me perception checks. Okay.
I told you not to come in. I say as Khandes walks up next to me.
What's up?
I see okay. So both of you will indeed notice tendrils of smoke rising from each of the huge ovens.
Oh.
and bolt.
Okay. Khandes, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go back out.
Okay. Nothing seems to occur once you back away.
Ovens seem
Yes.
to trigger something.
The smoke seems to fade, whether or
There's
not
ghosts
that
in
was
the
indeed
oven.
a haunt or
Oven's haunted.
just another phantasm. At very least, does prove there is some haunting to the ovens.
Yeah.
Whether they are
What happened if you create water in oven?
I'm not able to do that, I'm afraid.
You know, Khandes, you have some fire resistance, right?
Yes.
I pull out a ring and I throw it at Ada. This should help protect you from fire. I have a ring of fire DR10.
Oh,
That's better than my resistance of fire.
yeah. I'm like, very well. The only other thing, though, is that if it's like straight up damage, you have more actual hit points.
Mhm.
I just have a much higher AC.
Yeah, I'm giving you the ring just in case you both.
I mean,
want
we
one.
could also go and listen to the doors. We know it doesn't trigger until you get close to the ovens. And there's
Yeah.
a door up here.
Yeah, let's
you
start
could
the oven
just
and
avoid it. That's true.
We
But there is a door by it over here and here too.
and
Yes.
there's stairs.
Let me check the stairs. See, I think there's stairs up. Let me just
They
check.
look like
This-
stairs up.
They
Is there
are
a basement?
indeed stairs up.
I assume there's a basement.
You have not seen signs if there is one.
I assume there's a basement and some towers.
Is there
Well,
basement?
I
You
put
do
on
know
the
there's
ring.
towers from outside of the building.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do know there's towers, but
Mhm.
hold on, let me just check something real fast. What my rings situation currently is, just so I know which one I'm getting rid of.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
minor
I'll get- yeah.
ring of energy resistance fire
Yeah,
10.
I'll take off my ring of featherfall. I don't think I'm gonna face fall damage right now.
You
Fall
can keep it
into
because
the
I have
oven.
a different source of fire DR.
Yeah, so I will approach.
Okay, you're getting close to the ovens
You want me
again.
to come too?
No, it's best if, like last time, if it causes me to go crazy, it's better you just close the door.
Okay.
However, if I start to, as I'm like talking, is the smoke starting to come out behind
Smoke's
me?
starting to come up.
However-
Are you
however,
reacting
if I
to the
start to
smoke
rush-
coming up?
Actually, idea. I'm going to pull out a rope and toss it to Khandes. So he has
Uh-huh.
one end of the rope, and then I tie it to
Uh-huh.
myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna toss you a doctor's mask. Maybe just in case.
And I'll put it on.
A sudden blast of fire wells up in each of the three ovens, then plumes out in sheets of flame that fill the entire room. As the fire
Ow.
burns, shrieking spirits made of flame tear through the room, swimming through the bodies of living creatures that appear to tear away bits of flesh as they do. Please give me a will save.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not in there.
Yeah, I figured it
This
would
is
be
the
real.
worst
This-
dungeon for you, Khandes.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, you should not be in here.
Alright,
Three.
that's pretty good.
Nice.
At first, you can feel the heat and the creatures tearing through you, but then you begin to realize, no, this is just something supernatural. This isn't real flame. It was appearing out of nowhere, and you manage to hold your own against it. And
Oh,
just
I
just
love
feel
the roll to disbelieve.
you can feel
Yeah.
just like the fire. It's hot, but it's just not hot enough. And then
Eat an oven.
the fire vanishes. And give me a second.
Yeah, I noticed that the rope's not burning, you know? It's like...
I'm just going to read something here.
It still might take some damage.
The room is undamaged, and nothing, and you are undamaged by the room. You do not get burned. Alright.
Nice.
So, you will see, at the end of this round of fire doing horrible things to you, because the haunt always acts at the end of the round, some things will happen. And I have to see where these outlines are.
Yep. Okay, now the fight starts.
Mm-hmm.
Combat.
Anyway,
I mean, I saw this coming. I mean, this is kind of where I'm like, we need to trigger it to.
Oh, what's that?
I mean,
that is very so much bigger than I think it's
two more
supposed to be.
will than I
That's
do.
a little bit big.
Let me check.
I only have 2 more will.
That might
Oh
be
no,
correct.
that is the correct size.
I have
They
8.
are large.
Hmm.
All right, well, I'm sorry.
plus
They
8.
are indeed
You just rolled a
large. Let's
20.
put these guys
Yeah,
up.
I mean, to be fair, I think I have the most
Oh, there's 2
spread
of them.
around. Like, I
There's
think I have the
4
most
of them.
average.
Oh, there's 4. There is 4.
I think I have the most average saves because I have a 15, 16, 10.
Basically, from the burnt marks on the walls, where there was those 4 burnt outlines on the walls. These
I have a
emerged from
16,
them.
10, 8.
I will show you what these things look like. Give me
Yeah.
a second to get to them.
So my point though is just that I have a very bad because I have a wisdom, but then my 2
There we
main.
go.
Hmm.
I'll move this over.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I have a wisdom
There we
and
go.
I have
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the other 2 as my main saves. Like I have balance saves for fort and dex.
Okay, I will have to throw out this character sheet, and then we'll have to then get the initiative tracker. That's here. Turn order there. All right.
Testing this. It does work. You don't have to select your token anymore.
Oh, nice. That's a good update.
I love this.
Took long enough.
I mean, I have to select.
And I roll a nat 20 for my initiative.
I rolled it too.
Honest.
Get in there, guys. Speed them up.
Let me do each of these. I'll do each.
Makes sense. If your token's attached to your sheet, it should just pick it up.
Yeah, I know. Roll20 is doing a lot of work right now. I mean, now that there's a lot of other websites coming out.
D&D's coming out with its
Well,
own.
Even honestly, theirs is going to be very different now that we've seen some
Yeah,
stuff on it.
it's-
But
You are going first.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, crap. There's a lot of these guys. Well, guess a move there. I'm going to enlarge, because that seems like a good idea right now.
I actually will too, or more shape change. But
Rage, enlarge. I'm guessing this is probably going to be our bigger fight.
So-
I'm also going to bull strength.
These creatures appear to be humanoid clouds of burning ash, bone, and charred body parts that kind of swirl around.
by the way, I'm gonna go huge. So and Khandes is going large. So might as well just resize us both.
Resizing of yourself, you're going huge. There you go. You can kind of move yourself around. Go ahead.
Well, give me a second. I just gotta
Mm-hmm.
reach my dues. And are these? Would my undead bane affect these? Just so I make sure my weapons.
Yes, it would technically affect these. I do have to check something. Alright. Cool.
And
Gotcha.
I am going to make my weapon cold,
Okay.
because that seems like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that is everything. Now, let me see.
Oh, I did make that.
I'm taking that'll hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. That will indeed hit. Which one are you hitting?
The orange one.
Orange. Okay, just making sure.
And I'm technically there, because...
Yeah.
And...
You rolled that damage twice.
Oh, sorry. Sure.
It's okay.
I thought I had to roll the one separately. That's why.
Okay.
So no, it's just the 46 and 7.
Go there. There. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say it. My turn was going large because it's an action for me to do this.
You mean going huge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I meant, yeah, I didn't mean size large. I meant just getting large. But yeah.
Yeah. I understand what you were saying, but I'm just making sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get it.
You are found. Yeah, cool. Okay. So that's orange. Then you go. It's just gonna it's kind of floating and flying around. So it's just gonna kind of hover up a little bit and pull out, like, it has this, like, cleaver in its hands, and it's just gonna try to draw it down on you a number of times, and then try to punch you afterwards. So, there's 2 cleaver attacks, and it's punched.
27 AC currently.
Okay.
So no.
So it will not hit you. Okay. Good to know on that. Okay. Next, Blue. We'll go for Ada. Ada, what is your AC currently?
Currently, it is 42. That's correct, right?
The meaning of AC.
Huge. Yep. Yeah, because I did I did defensive and then fight defensively. So yes.
Okay.
42.
Well, you wouldn't be able to fight defensively because you didn't do an action to change.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check that fight. Fight defensively, I'm pretty sure is a free action. I think you're thinking of total defense, which is.
Fight defensively, you have to make a melee attack.
Let me double check.
Because you take a minus. You take a -4 to melee attacks. Like in the spirit of the way it says, you have to take a -4 to attacks to fight defensively. I mean, it's not going to make a huge difference, I think, for your AC, but it'll be
a 40 instead of a 42.
Yeah, so
I'll just turn it off for now, and I'll look it up in the meantime, so we don't have to waste time.
Nothing there. You didn't roll it. No. Nope. Ronnie. Oh, I forgot that about it. We could probably do. What is that?
Hello, little man.
Get into this combat. I'm wondering if I want to get up into melee right now. I might just stay where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay. I will use my action to give myself divine favor.
Okay.
Master.
Okay. It is a red one. All right. Ada, I need you to give me a fort save.
Okay. 23.
All right. So you will see this thing like kind of bellow up its smoke, and then just put like a smoky like limb towards you, and it's gonna try to force its way into your like nose and mouth as you kind of like hold back against it to kind of push it away. All right.
Sorry, say that again. So I pushed it
It
away?
basically tried to like shove part of its smoke essence into you.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to hold it
We're
back.
able to resist.
Yeah, it just says fight defensively. At the start of turn, you can choose to fight defensively. When you do, take a -4 penalty on all attack rolls. Again, +2 to dodge bonus until the start of your next turn. If you have at least 3 ranks in acrobatics, the dodging bonus increases to +3. Wait, I didn't know
would
that.
have to check. Yeah, yeah, the bonus fence with the Pathfinder. I don't remember if it was.
Yeah, it's counted as a free action.
Clarify. Okay, here I'm looking at something. This action says
Yeah, because total defense requires you to take your action to do it. But that's why I'm like, hey, I have to take my action to do this, so I might as well. So that was my thought.
Oh, huh.
Let's moot this turn anyway, since nothing.
I know, but it's one of those interesting things that, like, I always interpreted one way, and honestly speaking, I never looked it up otherwise, because it really didn't matter too much, because not a lot of people use the fight defensively kind of things. I don't know, I'm trying to read up on this, and it's something to look into, honestly. But there's a discussion on it, but I don't have time to read and interpret. Because, again, I always thought that you actually had to make an attack to fight defensively. But maybe that's not the case, and I just never noticed the interpretation otherwise. Because it always sounded like you needed to make an attack. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll look that up later. I'll save that for after the day. Okay. I don't think we'll have to worry about it anyway. Ivona.
Okay. Can't really see any. I'm gonna ask, does this thing have skin?
I'm gonna say no.
Is it? Okay, I should stop asking for skin. Is it a skeletal creature? Mechanically, that's more what matters.
Technically not. It's made of... Okay, look, it might have skin because it's made of, like, burnt body chunks and maybe some bone chunks and ash and fire that's floating around. It's described as swirling ash cloud, bits of bone, charred body parts, and all of them glow fiery red and reek of scorched flesh.
Right, so all I'm hearing is it's a non-skeletal, it's a corporeal undead.
It's semi-corporeal.
Would it count as incorporeal?
It doesn't technically count as incorporeal.
Okay, because these are mechanics. It's not like opinion. Okay, I need it to
I understand. It has it.
Save.
I would say it's closer to a type of gaseous form. I have specific rules on it.
I need this guy to dwell at. Would it count as?
They can indeed.
Is it corporeal?
It counts as a type of gaseous forms. I have specific rules on it. It's not incorporeal.
I'm not going to do that.
You can technically do something that would have it have a fort save. It can make fort saves.
Well, the main thing is I was going to cast Decomposed Corpse on it, which has specific mechanics.
I don't think that would affect it.
Okay, that's more what I was going to ask. All right, then I...
It's like most of its body is ash cloud, I will tell you, kind of. It's like this weird gaseous thing, but it has chunks in it. That's why you can do damage to it a lot easier than you do.
Man, a lot of fire-based spells I feel like aren't going to be helpful. It is made of fire.
It is made of fire.
Hence why I'm doing cold damage.
They are trying to hit with Butcher's Cleavers, too. What's a good Butcher's Cleaver?
20... I have the... I'm going to 5-foot step.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast haste.
Okay.
You're all hasted.
Ooh, that's nice. Zardris. Those horrible gas fire, man.
Yeah, we can break up move, right?
Yes. We've allowed it.
Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna do channel energy.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll do anything, but I'm gonna try.
All right. I will make some will saves. Your DC. Does the DC currently include the DC for the location?
No, I have nothing other than my personal DC.
Okay, just want to make sure.
But I do have they don't get a bonus whatever thing that may or may not matter.
Roll your damage then.
Okay, dokie.
One almost certainly failed.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have to roll another one.
One failed because one is always a fail.
Yes, one definitely failed.
There you go.
And they will at least take half damage.
And then I move over here.
So, that. You are... Okay. That was... Right, yep, okay. Cool. Khandes.
I'll start beating the shit out of Orange still.
Okay.
Enjoy being hasted.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. First, there's those.
Okay, well, that first one will definitely be a miss.
Yes.
Not gonna lie. Second one. Alright. Okay. Right.
And one more attack. Is it still up?
You will not need to make the third attack, the haste
Well,
attack.
I can make the haste attack against green then.
You can make a step up towards green. Sure.
I have a 15-foot reach.
Oh, you have a 50-foot reach. Okay.
Because I'm large.
That's true. Yep.
So I will then do the last one against green.
Okay. Yep. Roll. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ada.
Alright, I'm gonna attack red.
Actually, I am taking a 5-foot step. Just
Oh gosh, wait, why didn't that work right?
Be in range of blue at least too.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check something, hold on. That should have worked. Because I should have been able to do all of the bites. And then the claws. What? I need to go through and do this macro thing again. Well, I'm just gonna do...
And which one are you attacking?
Red.
Red.
Oh, red. Okay.
Yes. I have to get a calculator out now. Alright. So. And then that plus that. And then that plus that. And then that plus that. And that plus that. Right.
I should have. Let me just check this.
I've done math. All right. It's still standing. Hey, hey, hey.
There we go. That one's what it's supposed to be.
What? Oh.
Because I only rolled like 2 attacks, so I don't know what those were.
What?
And they didn't work right. So,
I don't. What do you mean?
So I have. So I can turn one of my attacks into a full attack action.
Yeah. Okay.
And so my bite should have been a full attack, and then I do, I think 2 claws. Let me double check this. I don't know why it wasn't working though.
So should you really?
Yeah.
Have.
So
5...
I should have been able to do. So I should have done 3 attacks and then 2, and I don't know why this other one just did 2.
Because you did. Well, you did a set of 5 attacks, of 3 attacks, and then 2, I guess, and then you did 2 more attacks, for additional attacks.
So in theory, what we could do is we could take this and then just take the first one of the other one, or we could just negate the last 2.
I can take the first one of the other set and say that's your extra attack from haste, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the correct thing then. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you recalculate.
Yeah, my macro was slightly broken, so I had to take a second to fix it.
Okay. Then you did hit less times than you did before, I will tell you, actually, because those numbers are lower.
I'm fine with that, just to have it correct.
Yes, I understand. You were trying to get your thing to work, and it wasn't working. I understand.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So well, the AC is definitely around 24. Oh well.
All right. So.
Oh. Wait. How many times did I hit then?
You hit actually twice.
Okay, so I'll. Sorry.
33 hit, and the
the
both 33s hit, because it was the 33 on the additional attacks that they haste. Oh, you do extra damage. That's right. Yes.
yeah, because of Bane.
And
So
would-
that's
yeah.
all right.
Good old
Yep.
Bane. Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Alright. Make another fort save, as Blue's trying to get into you.
32.
Ah, your lungs are yours! You will not gain smoke inhalation. Anyway.
The dinosaur would. I don't know where I was
He's
going
gonna
with
float
that.
up towards you, Khandes. He's gonna very friendly float up, and then just do this.
My arms may be small,
Man.
but my lungs are big.
They're not gonna
There
roll
we go.
very well. That's fine. Alright. Ronnie.
As a swift action, I'm going to imbue my hammer with the flaming. No, I'm not going to use that. That's not going to pierce use the icy.
Yeah, I don't think flaming's good.
Yeah, icy and another +1, so I just get an extra d6 to this.
Nah, flame is a wonderful idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody loves it. These guys certainly love it.
I don't know if the cold's doing anything extra, but it's probably at least doing damage.
It's doing something, which is kind of, what we want.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest, it is doing something. It was a good call.
Oh.
I figured if they're fire-based, that cold...
They are indeed fire-based. They do not like cold, it turns out.
It's nice when you can actually deduce a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Go up to this guy. Only first one goes.
Well,
Oh, hey, that was a crit.
that is indeed a crit, and you will confirm said crit. It will both be hits. So, good.
37 and 7 cold damage.
Nice.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. You have defeated this dude. The double damage from cold, because it's weak to cold, certainly helps to do that.
Yeah.
All right. This other Cinderpool, well, they didn't have good luck trying to hit you, so he's going to continue to try to get into your lungs, because your lungs look really wonderful. You really could use some lungs full of smoke. Come on now.
Look, just because it woke you up doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it.
Ah, you'll make it again. No lungs full of smoke for you. You want to just do some constitution damage to you. Come on now. I'm going to do horrible burns inside your lungs.
Thankfully, this is my best roll.
Yeah.
Although I think I'm worse than Khandes at it, so it's better you attack me.
Come on, they want to do some lung damage for you. Ivona.
What, fort save? I have a good fort. 16.
Yeah, mine's 15, so you're slightly
Yeah.
better.
Gotta be honest, if these guys were actually incorporeal and would do touch attacks, this would be really much worse than it is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. Although my touch defense is 25.
Yeah, they can still hit you pretty good. They have
I
some
know.
really nasty abilities that you really should be
My
glad you're not
touch is
taking.
only a 15.
Thankfully, I actually my current build actually has when I go full defense, I have a lot of dodge bonus, so it affects my touch.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these have been with fighting defensively because.
Alright, hey, yeah. I do not see if there's a touch attack in there. I don't see it. There it is. Okay, that'll definitely touch it, and that will definitely disrupt it. It'll take straight damage. So it's like, ow! I've been disrupted.
Oh, is that a
Zardris.
cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Yeah.
But when most of your spells are fire, these things are probably not going to be affected by
Yeah,
it.
that's fair.
Ooh, did it look like the channel hurt them?
The channel did seem to affect them and disrupt them.
Okay, I'll just do it with the thing again.
Okay. I'll click these will saves again. Well,
Alright,
they'll both
well,
take half damage.
You know,
Still, that's 26 damage between the two of them.
that's my turn.
It's still damage that they have less hit points about. Alright. Khandes.
I can't 5-foot diagonal, can I?
You theoretically could if it's your first step, but
Your
there's also a
first
person
diagonal
on top
would
of
be-
it.
Yeah.
That would be technically
Yeah.
10 feet movement, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to
You
scooch
could-
over here for a 5-foot.
But you have a 15-foot reach anyway, so going there is fine.
I know, but I was hoping to get in range of both in case I take one down.
Yeah, but you're just gonna have to
Oh,
deal
well.
with it.
Just gonna have to deal with
I've-
murder
To
one.
be
you
fair,
can't
I've
get
been
the-
I've been attacking red, and so blue hasn't taken any damage.
Blue
Well,
has
other
taken
than being
damage.
disrupted. And
I'm not going to lie.
Oh, you're right.
Blue's the one that
You're
rolled the nat 1, too.
Oh, yeah, the channel. Okay, yeah, okay. So blue might be pretty hurt too.
Okay.
And then there's technically one more.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure the first two will take it down. Let me just do some math. Yeah, the first two will, and the third one would the last one missed anyway.
Yes, yeah.
So the attack 3 and the nat 1 would both miss, but the first two attacks will take it.
Well, they miss because it's dead.
Miss
Okay,
because
just keep
it's
swinging.
you keep swinging. Clang, clang, clang. Ada.
Okay. I give a roar of annoyance as I force it out of my lungs yet again. And then I do this.
Mhm.
That is not good rolls.
Okay.
Why did that not roll a crit? Hold on, I need a roll.
I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter. You can't crit these things.
Oh,
That is
okay.
something they have, immunity to crit. But I don't know if I need to do a lot of math. It has 6 hit points left. Not gonna lie. It channeled it a lot to it, and you had already beat it up a lot. So I'm pretty sure between all those attacks, without the haste attack, which you haven't rolled, it is dead.
Yeah, just the 134, which is on a hit.
Yes, you do technically have 4 hits in here, too. So 14 was the only one that didn't miss. No, it is good that these things didn't hit you, because they not only set you on fire, they also drain energy, which would have been negative levels.
Oh gosh, I'm so glad. I resisted.
You two were very good to fight them because you had AC. You were the smart ones to get in here.
Yep.
And they never rolled very high on those 12s.
Well, I'm glad I did full defense then, because like literally full defense adds like 20 to my AC, like because of my build. Or not a full defense, but
their cleavers dropped to the
defensively.
ground, no longer magical. They counted as +2 conductive daggers in their hands, which meant they could channel their slams abilities into it. That's why they could energy drain and burn on their cleavers too. They're mean, and they were partially gaseous.
Oh, you can probably shrink. You can at least shrink me. I don't know if you're shrinking down or not.
I won't yet. But you know, who knows? When
You
Al
might
goes
have
through
to.
a
You're
door.
an Allosaurus. You still have to squeeze to the doors.
Yeah.
You can go a little
And the
bit longer
hallway
here.
at the bottom, or possibly the stairs.
If we get to a battle, I might pause this for next time. But for now, if you want to keep, there are some non-exploring things if you want to just keep going a bit. But yes, you have defeated the horrible haunt in here and defeated the cinder ghouls.
Yeah.
For another-
check
another-
out some doors.
Another gift to you guys from the Tome of Horrors, complete. Just like the corpse orgy.
This one was less bad.
At least it wasn't
mean-
a Tinder orgy.
It still would have been awful because it does do energy drain on a hit.
Well, yeah, the monsters were awful, but the haunt was not.
Well, the haunt is
The
just a
other
bunch of
haunt was
fire damage.
way-
It's a will save or take fire damage. You would have taken...
Yeah. And it's a save or suck, which is nice because that means I succeed.
It would have been 10d6 fire damage, so max level fireball. To anything in the room.
Ow. Well, yeah, there's a reason I did it. It's because I knew I had a good will save, or a better will save than Khandes, and could take the hit. Honestly, Zardris could actually probably be a good tank for some of these, just because she does actually have a good health pool. And probably way better will save.
What are you talking about? The cleric should stay back and heal everybody. That's her job.
Well,
I support
Zardis, do you
this.
want to listen to some doors?
Sure. I will stand here and listen to the wall.
Okay. Let me take a look at that wall. See what's in there. That's that one.
That's a 56 listen.
Nice.
There's a rat in the wall.
I don't know. Every time I see Zardris,
There's a termite in the wall. You hear it.
Okay.
you hear the ghosts literally in the walls.
You hear some noise, and it takes you like there's some kind of like noise that's going on, and it begins to feel very rhythmic, and you realize there seems to be something marching in there.
There's a song and dance performance going on in the next room.
I don't think that's
Bollywood
accurate, but
performance.
close enough. Mhm.
What about the door down on the bottom?
Is Cat's Grace minutes or hours?
Minutes.
Let me just get a check. It is 1 minute per level.
Okay.
It might be gone now.
I would say it's probably gone at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, we're still hasted.
Oh,
No,
Not
hasted
for
is
long,
rounds per
but-
level,
Oh
isn't it?
no!
Was it rounds?
Art appeared.
haste is
No, that
rounds.
wasn't the right thing.
Cat's
I
Grace,
accidentally put
yeah.
them in there.
So haste is probably gone.
Haste would be gone. I have another haste.
Hey-
I have haste too, but I just haven't.
We're good on hastes, you know.
Well, I have haste 3. So I should
Yeah.
my things.
Well, I haste your haste.
Well, I'm sad that my crit was didn't mean anything, because then I would have actually it's probably immune to stunning actually.
I think undead are just immune to stunning anyway. But
You know what?
Yeah.
they particular were immune to sneak attacks, criticals, and they
Yeah,
did
actually,
take
I realize the fact that I have basically stunning fist. I do have stunning fist as part of my build. I can use it with my unarmed attacks. Isn't going to be very useful here, actually.
Stunning claw.
They were also not as well affected by physical attacks, but but magic did
quantity
them full
over quality.
damage, you know. Hey, look, magic and elemental things did them full damage because they're weirdly like partially they're not quite incorporeal. They're called like a limited gaseous form because they can't like change their form to go through like doors and stuff. They have too many giant chunks floating in their bodies. There's like severed pieces of body. That severed head floating in my gaseous form just is keeping me from squeezing under doors. Anyway,
the Allosaurus starts gesturing towards this door.
I said, what about the door on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's a 59.
Damn.
It is quiet in there. Actually.
Well, I think we
Yeah, it's quiet.
the
Yeah.
door down here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That door down there is quiet.
I was just making sure since the artist was standing.
Ivona, your magic eyes are just active, right?
They're permanent, dude.
Yeah, then you will notice there is a magic thing coming from something in this room if you're looking around.
Yeah, where is it?
In one of the collapsed cupboards. There seems to be a magical sign. Because you're definitely going through the wood that's in there.
Will mage hand it out.
Okay. Alright, I'll copy and paste what's in there. There you go. Partially melted silver teeth, each worth 1
Nice.
gold. A green stone, now slightly scorched and cracked.
No, not the green stone.
God damn it, Alex Bassiani.
Melted remains of a gold binding ring with 20, and a ring of minor spell storing containing a displacement spell.
Ooh, that's like pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This-
rings of spell storing are good.
Hey, which one of you fighty people want this?
The ring of spell storing?
Yes,
Right now it's got displacement in it.
it has displacement on it.
How does casting out of that work?
You can just do it.
You can cast it
Oh.
as if you could cast a spell.
Yeah.
That's
You
really
can
good.
Cast. There's a number of charges in it.
Right now
Who
it
wants
only
it?
has this. I think like when you use up displacement, a new spell has to be put into it. I believe, and it can store a number of spells. So...
I basically have to pump spells into it.
But during downtime,
spell into it technically.
You could too.
Yes.
You could do it, and then basically, if you before you rest, if you have spell slots left, you could be like, I'm gonna charge it up. And then
I'm gonna tell you, I can tell you what I would pump into it if I have it. I'm just gonna pump disintegrates into it.
I don't know if you could. It's minor spell storing.
If it's minor, I can't. What is the
let me see.
limit on minors? Because I have some first levels I can pump in. Minor.
I'm just gonna
Third level,
delete
so I
the
could pump
polished green stone.
I could pump haste into it or fireballs.
Yeah,
Basically, just save on prepping stuff.
It can contain up to 5 levels of spells.
Scorching Ray would be pretty
Both
good.
arcane and divine.
I only have one ring, so I could.
Yeah, if you want it, sure. Yeah. Consider you having one displacement, and then I'll put something else into it once you use it.
I also could put shield or haste in it.
Having more haste would be good. Shield's pretty good.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, I'm like, oh, if I get it, then I could put my own spells in it too, because I normally don't go through all my spell slots.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. This one only holds up to 3 levels of spells. So right now,
minor.
it's taking up 2 with displacement. But
I
that would
can add
be...
a shield to it.
Yeah, you can add a shield to it, and if you replace one of those things, you have still 3 slots that you can... If at the end of the day, before you're going to rest and regain your spells, you can just fill it up with some minor spells that are slots you don't have to use during the day.
Yep.
It's still pretty good. Because you can set up extra spell slots for when you need them. Anyway.
I don't particularly want
if
to
you're gonna
wear
put that on,
it because I have 2 rings I'm using.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're gonna take that, then I won't put it on the loot list.
Yeah, I'll take it. If it turns out someone else needs it, I can give it up. It's not a big deal.
Yep.
But right now.
Indeed. Alright.
Wait, why were there three silver teeth in a cupboard?
Okay. So, I can tell you why. Because there's an actual story to this room. None of you would ever find out, and I know about it because we talk about it. Effectively, so, back when Kazavan owned this place, sometimes when he really hated someone, he'd have them thrown in the oven.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Especially during the evening meals.
Nice.
And sometimes he even ate the people that were cooked. He is a dragon.
That this place sucked.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
When Maldreus took over, he threw the chefs in there.
Nice.
That's who you just fought. And the chefs being these horrible murderers who, cremated people alive. When this place got really evil, turns out they haunted it then.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering whose these teeth belong to.
The chef?
Some horrible victim that the chefs cooked.
Anyway.
Basically, inside that cupboard was the remains of victims that they fished out.
Anything that, didn't burn. It's like,
Yep.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, these guys have some gold teeth. Guess we'll keep them now. We forgot to grab that wedding ring.
So what did Zardris hear in the bottom door?
Nothing. That was quiet.
We just heard the song and dance in the other room, right?
Yeah, definitely song and dance in the other room.
Do we want to check out that door? I can open it if you want me to.
Song and dance or south? Alright, south. South it is.
Well, that way we might be able to, do one. Look at the next room without a battle, possibly.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll squeeze in. Peek my head around.
So,
curiously.
Good news, everybody! It's the larder. The room remnants of several crates, barrels, shelves, and other storage devices suggest this room was the larder of this castle.
Rotten food.
So yeah. Easily one of you could notice that in amongst the rubble and crap in this area that's fallen apart, there are the brutal remains of human bones, which hint at that, they were very cannibalistic here. Stored some nice people here.
Is anything magical in this larder?
Only the bones of those who were eaten.
Well, they're not.
Well, technically these guys weren't eaten. They were forgotten when everything happened.
Okay.
A paladin tried to clean this place up. It was kinda hard.
Well, I guess we could go check out the dancing rooms.
Yeah. Which one do you want to open? Just let me know, and that'll help.
I'll let Ada do whichever one.
The Allosaur that has to squeeze through doors?
Yeah.
The Allosaur doesn't really have the hands to open a door.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I mean, I could
Use
bite
a
and
claw.
try and turn the...
Depends what kind of handle it is.
Alright.
If it's like...
You're opening that door?
Yeah.
We will pause for this evening, but you will reveal a battle. I will let
Makes
you know what it
sense.
is. Hey, turns out that noise was a bunch of guards patrolling this hallway.
That's
Guards are
basically
gonna
fine.
die.
Yeah,
It's a
it
bunch of
makes
Minotaur
sense.
skeletons, yeah. So there's 5 guards that have been patrolling this place. This is all their positions right now. That's what you heard, them marching up and down the place.
I mean, we could just flank the door and let them start trying to come in.
I mean, you'll probably notice that this door also leads inside.
Well, we can flank both doors and let them start coming in.
I'll tell you, these doors are
Bottleneck 'em.
big enough for them to fit in, though.
But we still would bottleneck them.
You'd have outsource. Anyway, we'll leave that for next time. I'll throw up everything next time. You have secured a great deal of this area of the first floor. You fought a named NPC, some haunts, some horrible ghosts,
It's
the
like
usual.
about a quarter of the dungeon.
It's like a quarter of the dungeon time.
Well, a quarter of the first floor.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is one of those areas that has a lot of smaller rooms in comparison to some of the other ones. Because it's a lot of, defensive things that are kind of set up. Like, you had the, the
Not
2
bottlenecks.
guard areas and bottlenecks to get into the
Yeah.
center of it.
Well, which makes sense. The first floor is going to have... you don't want people just being able to, oh, we got through the doors. Look!
I mean, it's sort of like
Hey.
you can tell, these walls here are slightly thicker walls. You know that the castle goes farther from outside, but maybe, it separates out various sections. Like, this wall here is
Yeah.
another thicker wall. It's like you've secured most of this one entry area,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
we
made
just-
made pretty great progress.
I mean, once we basically check out the room up here,
Mhm.
we've secured the front of the castle.
That's a pretty good amount. Anyway. Let's give some shout-outs and end it for today. That sounds pretty good. Joseph, do you have anything to shout out?
Yarg.
Lenny.
Oh, I feel sick.
Feel better. Hope you feel better.
That's
Riv-
better.
River.
Swing at the hammer.
You
no,
did swing at a hammer a lunch. Momo.
Hi, hello.
Okay. And Worm.
I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm or at DiamondWorm on Twitter. I'll stream again, I don't know, eventually. I'm moving. Every day after work, I've been, spending 2 hours moving junk. It's been a pain.
Okay.
But yeah, you can find me on my channel when I stream again. You can also follow me on Twitter to find out when I stream again. I've been posting at least weekly updates.
Okay. Myself, Dracovin. You can find me here most days. Tomorrow, I will be recording some videos live. If you want to join me then on Pathfinder-related topics, we'll go check those out. It'll be fun. I might do some stuff afterwards. I'll kind of see. If you missed, I've been doing for my gaming kind of streams. If you want to check those out, I've been doing Elden Ring. I'm playing through it. I've almost gotten to the DLC. I might actually start the DLC next week, just to skip out on some other stuff and come back and do a final game after I've done the DLC. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. I'll figure that out. That's the major thing that I've been doing for gaming. That's all the tabletop stuff. Remember, check out Discussing Tabletop on Saturday at 6 p.m. or later on YouTube. All the links are down below for social media on wherever I'm at. And I hope you enjoyed. I really do enjoy running this. It's kind of been this I feel like we've been kind of having a pretty good dungeon crawl, and, we'll see how long it lasts. We've only had a couple of sessions, we've kind of split it up here, we'll probably split up a few times more in the future. We'll see how long the dungeon crawl goes before maybe it gets too much. We'll figure it out,
I'm liking it so far.
We're going pretty quick, so...
Well,
yes.
We still have another floor and potentially one other if there is a basement.
Yeah.
I'd say there's still a bunch of areas, but you very...
But as far as the first floor goes, we've cleared about a third of it.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have you
maybe a little
level up to 14 next time you go back and rest, just because it doesn't give me an exact time, but somewhere in the middle of exploring this, you are supposed to level up.
Okay.
And you're supposed to level to 15 before the end of the adventure. So, basically, before you go into the final areas, you're supposed to be 15.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know exactly when the best time to split that is, though. To make it that you're not 14 for a much shorter amount of time. You have been 13 for a little while already.
Yeah.
So again, we'll see how much longer you go exploring next time, and into the dungeon that you've taken, and we can kind of determine whether or not that next time will be the level or the time after that you interrupt yourselves. So I'm just letting you know that. Anyway, if there's any, I'll also figure out the spells during the break. Momo just ping me about the mega spells, because we'll be able to learn a chunk of those, because a lot of those are on the wizard spell list. And I just will have to figure out a bunch of spells from levels 1 to 4, honestly. I will have to look and see. I don't know if I have information on what was on that spell list or not. I'll look into that too. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of your Wednesday if it's still Wednesday for you. Thursday if it's already Thursday, because it's just passing midnight for most of us on the east coast of the U.S. now. So,
I'm not on the west coast anymore, but I am still in the west coast this time zone.
And hopefully we'll see you all next time. Until then, bye-bye, farewell!